All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Habarakabradash. Double honor to the apostles of great millstone and salutation to your life, which you ought to be. It's your brother, which you ought to be. It's your brother Hawaiian. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame of looking like heathens. We spirit bear witness that their child of heavenly father. In the name of the heavenly father, Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. In the name of the heavenly son is Yahweh Shah, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua. I got a quick lesson. Any other preachers come out, you already know Soul Spirit, is Soul Spirit, why you believe it or not. And I was watching this anime called well, it's called Interspecies Reviewer. You know what I'm saying? Reviewers. And the thing is that Jay gonna judge and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I do watch anime and whatnot and stuff, and didn't know what it was and stuff until it got more into detail. So pretty much the stuff in the video, you know, in the first episode and stuff, it pretty much, you know, called certain places and stuff, called a little town that they're in and whatnot and stuff, by a biblical name. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say that it's called Babylon and whatnot, but it was some biblical things and stuff that was in there and stuff, and pretty much I was like, pretty much what it is that it's just a whole bunch of brothels and stuff, and they give reviews on it. And the thing is that the stuff that they into is the same shit and stuff that American and stuff is trying to bring to be okay and stuff, because you can see that a lot of things and stuff that they're trying to prove of stuff really has a sexual background to it. You know what I'm saying? But that sexual background stuff has a lot of immoral, the sexuality and stuff they're trying to bring forth and stuff would make okay. It's immoral, and it's also a sin against the scriptures, and that's what they're trying to allow. You know what I'm saying, right? So this is Job 9:24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? Which is Esau, even full blood spirit Caucasian. It says he covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not and who is it? You see, right? So the thing is that this is what they're trying to allow and stuff. Why? Because wickedness is their vibration. You see, they're just like their forefather is Cain. This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 7, and it says, "If thou dost well," and this is Cain. It says that this after the Lord didn't accept his sacrifice. It says, "If thou dost well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lie at the door." You know what I'm saying? And when they come down to Esau's ways and whatnot and stuff, it's always been, wickedness. This is Malachi 1:14. It says 1 and 4. It says this is Malachi 1 and 4. It says, "Whereas Edom, right, it saith, we are impoverished." It says, "But we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness." You know what I'm saying? The border of wickedness and stuff, because Esau's vibration and stuff is wicked. You know what I'm saying? And he's also influenced a lot of the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and natives, all 12 tribes and Israelites who outward appearance set up for heathen, to be comfortable, to accept, the wickedness that's profane, profane, unholy, to love what is evil and call it good, and what is good they call it evil. The scripture says that the way of truth and stuff shall be evil spoken of. Why? Because people are a lot of Israelites and stuff, and heathens too, but it's more likely towards Israelites and stuff, right? Where uh, uh, the way of the heathen and stuff is more preferred and stuff than the way of righteousness. You see, right? It says the board. It says Malachi 1:4. It says, "Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever." Righteous anger and stuff. You see, right? And why is that? This is besides breaking the brotherly covenant, It was, besides it being prophecy and whatnot and stuff, his soul is not right in him. It's Habakkuk 2 and 4. It says, "Behold, his soul." It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him." It says, "But the just shall live by faith." And that's talking about Esau. His soul is not upright. You know what I'm saying? You got individuals and stuff who well, this is an old. I mean, this is an old video. The old video is on World Side Hip Hop and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They only show bits and piece of it, where police officers and stuff try to turn off his camera and whatnot and stuff, and still filmed for quite some time, right? It's still filmed quite some time and stuff, and I guess it was like a homicide or a murder, you know, and it was a woman and stuff that was in her apartment and whatnot and stuff, and she was found dead, and they captured footage and stuff for a short period of time of the cop touching dead titties. You see, dead titties, dead breasts. You know what I'm saying? The woman's chest and whatnot and stuff, cop in the field. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then I was watching the brothers uh, 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 from I think Friday, you know, Friday, for Friday and stuff. They was out there on Friday and stuff. And the thing is that, you know, a camp and it was in Chicago camp, and they was sitting up here. The brother Araya, I believe, he was saying, and another brother and stuff confirmed and stuff, right? Where there was an individual and stuff who was trying to touch you know, well, it was a female and stuff, and I guess she worked at a morgue and whatnot and stuff, and she pretty much got pregnant, and I guess it was she pretty much got pregnant and stuff with a dead father. You know what I'm saying? You know, and what that's called necrophilia. You see, necrophilia is when you know when you have sex with dead people. You know what I'm saying? You know, and in the show, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way. And the show is the same way and stuff because they go across all types of they go across anything. You know what I'm saying? The angel is an hermaphrodite at both parts, you know, with a broken halo. Uh, uh, you know, and it's just weird, bro. It's just weird and stuff. And it's like, you know, I did the scripture and stuff that talks about the melting pot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's here. You know what I'm saying? You know, this place is here. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's engulfed. You know, a lot of people and stuff when it come down to this world. And it don't have to be anything that's like next to sexual and whatnot and stuff, but there's other immoralities and stuff that's out there. You see, you know. So this is what Esau has plowed upon the others. Like it says in John 8 and 44, year of your father the devil. Even during that time and stuff, that was Israelites, that was how Shah speaking on to Israelites, you know what I'm saying, of the circumcision. You know what I'm saying? How much more now? You know what I'm saying? Because you do have Israelites and stuff of the circumcision who be going off. And then you also have Israelites and stuff who believe or they look for entertainment and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And really their way and stuff is towards the world. You see? So I'm gonna grab this. This is Psalms 10 and 4. It says, "The wicked through the pride of his countenance would not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts." You know what I'm saying? Now this is going into Esau and stuff, but guess what? Jacob be on that too. You know why? Because they got the vibration of Esau. You know, they got the same wickedness. And as it says in Jeremiah 5 and 28, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. So the scripture says that we're the salt of the earth. And with us being the salt of the earth, we got a lot of Israelites, which was the majority of the nation and whatnot, no matter where they are, and no matter how they look, you know what I'm saying, who want to put salt and stuff on that wickedness and stuff because that is their delight, that is their desire. You see, right? They got the same pride as Esau. And as it says in Sirach, Ecclesiastes, and Apocrypha, I think it's 10 and 7, it says that yeah, it's 10 and 7. It says that pride is hateful amongst God and man. You see, you know, and they're just waxing worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like right now we're winning. It's like no, no, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You know, stuff is that's not being addressed yet. You know what I'm saying? But then also what it's doing for you Israelites and stuff is that it's accumulating. You know what I'm saying? You're piling up, you know what I'm saying, your sins and stuff, you know what I'm saying, so he could come down with the hammer. You see? And it says verse 5, it says his ways is always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. I'm gonna skip down on verse 6. It says, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And that's how a lot of you Jakes think. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau has poured the spirit upon you. Right? Let me grab this. This is it's like this is a rock 10 and 13. I started at 12. It says, Sirach 10 and 12. It says, the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, Yahweh Shai, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. It says, for pride is the beginning of sin. It says, and he that have it shall pour out an abomination. You know what I'm saying? You know, detestable things, things that the Lord doesn't like, things that the Lord abhor, things that eventually the Lord ain't going to wink at no more. It says, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. So it's gonna leak off you. It's gonna leak off you. It's gonna pour out off on you. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? And we can see the pride and stuff on a lot of you people's faces and whatnot and study, or not faces and stuff, but we can see it within your energy. We can see it within your spirit, right? It said verse 7, it says his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Uh, Verse 8, it says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. It says his eyes are privily set against the poor. You know what I'm saying? You know, and how is that? They constantly coming up with plans. Verse 9, it says he lieth and wait secretly as a lion in his den. It says he lieth and wait to catch the poor. It says he doeth catch the poor when he draw him into his net. Verse 10, it says, he crouches and humbles himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. And the strong ones and stuff are his different lies and whatnot and stuff, his different philosophies and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The things that seem enticing and stuff and pointing people and stuff, when really the background and stuff is that you always are always just laden with sins. You see? And then you also love it so. You see? Jeremiah 17 and 9 says that the heart is, meaning your mind, your heart is definitely wicked. You know what I'm saying? You know, and a lot of you all and stuff love that wickedness. You see, you all love that wickedness. And what makes you keep going is this, verse 11. It says, he has said in his heart, Yahweh have forgotten. He hideth his face. He would never see it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men. You know what I'm saying? And when it come down to that and stuff, it was like an angel and stuff. You know where that came from. That's that Isaiah 14. Got sent. They pretty much got kicked out of heaven. And then the thing is that it was in a land and stuff where it was nothing but filth. It was nothing but filth. You know what I'm saying? Well, according to the scriptures and stuff, it ain't nothing wrong with a brothel. You know what I'm saying? But what they was getting into and stuff, bestiality. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 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 Bestiality, lesbianism, bisexualism, transsexualism was in there too. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, they can go somewhere where they go to a witch and stuff and change their genders. And what's being promoting stuff in America and stuff lately? You know what I'm saying? You know, a gender swap. You see? You know, and if you speak against it and stuff, it's considered a hate crime or this, that, and the third and whatnot and stuff. But according to the Lord, this stuff is wicked. You see, and guess what? There's a lot of individuals who's taking part in stuff in these sexual rituals and whatnot and stuff onto Satan. And the thing is that they expect from a blessing from Yahweh Shem Shai, and it's like, but I don't approve of that. You see, and you got Romans 10 and 3 where they want to make their righteousness, they want to make their way and stuff that they choose and stuff is righteousness. When matter of fact, let me go back to it. So Esau got his plans and whatnot and stuff, and you Jakes are falling for it. Ecclesiastes 7:7 says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad and stuff, but the gift destroyed the heart. And a lot of you all have been taken by that gift. And what is that gift? If you hush up on what we doing and stuff, then guess what? We're gonna slash you a little something. That's what you all on. So this is Romans 10:3. It says, for they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Some of you all and stuff, guess what? You all purposely try not to hear it whatnot because you think that's a way of escape. But guess what? As soon as that opportunity is there and stuff for you to actually hear the right way and stuff, and you purposely flee the scene or flee the instruction and whatnot and stuff, now you have no, then you don't have no excuse. It's no longer a situation and stuff where it's like the law of ignorance and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because now you had the opportunity and you recognize that the opportunity and stuff of somebody being ready to tell you that this, that, and the third and stuff, uh, uh, be ready to tell you stuff that this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying, is considered, this, that, and the third and stuff will be considered wrong and stuff. And it's like, oh, he's finna tell me something that I don't want to hear and whatnot. So let me skedaddle this way. You know what I'm saying? The wicked flee with no man pursueth too. You know what I'm saying, right? And they usually flee and stuff because it's something that's going to be said and stuff that they can perceive is going to be said and stuff, and they don't want to hear it. So what do? They close their eyes and their ears and stuff, and they go about themselves and stuff, and be like, Lord, I didn't hear this stuff. And Lord looking at you, it's like, but you knew what was going to come up and stuff, and you flee. You can't use that as an excuse now, right? There was another scripture I was thinking of, so. Uh, so and a lot of this and stuff happens and stuff because Jake has been spelled by Esau Eden and also the rest of the heathen stuff and their philosophy and stuff where their own heritage and stuff is not tasteful in their mouths. It's not delectable, it's not delicious, it's detestable, it's distasteful, it's nasty, you see, you know and that's how far gone and stuff our people are, you see. So uh, this is uh, this Revelations 18, and I'll start at 1. As in after these things, I saw another angel came down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. And what is Babylon? America. You know what I'm saying? Babylon goes in Babal. You know what I'm saying? Babal means confusion. And the thing is that there's nothing confusion here. You know what I'm saying? You got individuals and stuff. They go into the doctor and stuff so they can get certain surgeries and stuff so they can look more feminine. You know what I'm saying? And it's one thing that's out there. You know what I'm saying? More than likely if it gets said and stuff, they're gonna try to change it. You know what I'm saying? Because they can change the Adam's apple and stuff. They can change the vocals and whatnot and stuff. You got people out there and stuff trying to get surgery for inverted penises and whatnot and stuff, and taking hormones and whatnot and stuff, getting fake breasts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? BBLs and all that shit and whatnot and stuff. For the men that's trying to switch over and stuff, and then it's the same way when it comes down to the females. You know what I'm saying? When they getting artificial parts and whatnot stuff just so they can look like a dude. You know what I'm saying? And taking the hormones and whatnot so they can grow some chin hair. You know what I'm saying, right? The thing is, that's confusion. You know, that's confusion. And then also the different ways and stuff people want to say that it's okay and whatnot and stuff when the Lord said it's not, when it has a bad effect of what they choose and stuff, then guess what? It's you know uh, uh, even in that and stuff because they can be heterosexual. Once again, they don't have to be sexual at all. It could just be a regular moral, and it's like that don't make sense if you do this and if you do that and stuff because then later down the line this would happen, that would happen. You know what I'm saying? Right? So this is This is Revelations 18:2 again. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils. You see? Let me see if I can find that. Matter of fact, I want to get the Matthews. I'll stay here. This is Matthews 6:24. And it says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High Mammon. Mammon going into money, but Mammon going into a money and stuff, and the love of money is the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't nothing wrong with getting money. You know what I'm saying? But the love of money is the root of all evil. People will do some heinous things and stuff just to get bread. And the thing is that it also goes into it also goes into the different desires. You know what I'm saying? Because with the money, you know, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? But it's their desires. You know what I'm saying, right? You know, and the desires and stuff is gonna show. You know what I'm saying, what side you trying to be and stuff, just so you can get what you want. And a lot of people and stuff want it instantly and whatnot, instant gratification and whatnot and stuff. So guess what? They're gonna choose Esau and follow after his vibration or follow the vibration after the heathens. You know what I'm saying? I got another scripture on that. Um, let me grab this one though. This First Corinthians 10:21. It says, "Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table." And it says, "And of the table of devils." And that's talking about the way that you live, the way that you walk, right? So this is and the ones stuff who's going to take part of doctrine of devils are going to be these. These First Maccabees 1:11. It says, "In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many." You know what I'm saying? And what happened when it came down to that and stuff? They was already persuaded by the wicked. You see? Now the wicked is Esau, even the full blown spirit Caucasian. Not everybody and stuff who look Caucasian and stuff is a Edomite. You know what I'm saying? You could be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Paul Walker, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Jim Carrey, Katy Perry. You see? Blind Fury. You see? Jakes, Israelites. But they look Caucasian. You see? Uh, um, then you know Jackie Chan, China Mac and stuff for the other nations and stuff. But guess what? I mean, for the you know individuals and stuff who look Asian, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. Just because I didn't name them and stuff doesn't mean there ain't no individuals and stuff who look like other nations and stuff, and it doesn't mean that you're not a Jake. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just a shell. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the spirit is the body is the house. You know what I'm saying? Of the spirit. You see, the Spirit lets you know, right? So it's this First Maccabees 1:11. It says, "In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many." It says, saying, "Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. But since we departed from them, we had much sorrow." And you got it says, "So this device pleased them well." Verse 13 it says, "Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen." You know what I'm saying? So you got Jakes who are persuading other Jakes. You see, and I think it was one guy and stuff, Jason, who did such things. Bear with me.
12. Then what is the word? I want to say assuage. See, uh, let me see if I can find it. Bear with me. Uh, Slack it. I might do a part two on this. But the thing is that you're gonna have maybe it is 12. Here we go. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna do a part two and stuff. So this back in Revelations, because you had a Israelite. His name was Jason and stuff, and uh, 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 he was getting paid and stuff. He was getting money and whatnot and stuff, and he was called Israel to go off. You know what I'm saying, right? And pretty much just like a mascot. You know what I'm saying, one that gets attention and whatnot and stuff from the rest of the people to cheer on and stuff. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then also bring them into peer pressure. So this back in Revelations 18:2, it says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become an habitation of devils. It says, in the hold of every foul spirit, in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird, and whatnot and stuff. And you people and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You love this place, man. You'll go tooth and nail and stuff. You'll try to ruin anybody and stuff, you know what I'm saying, just so you can keep this place. And it just shows, you know, that you all are no different and stuff from that show that I watched. You know what I'm saying? You want to dip and dab in all these different things and stuff. Imagine, let's just say that those different brothels that they was going to and stuff that was, other species and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, are different philosophies. If you got an individual who's trying to say that they are ferret and whatnot, or trying to call themselves some sort of animal and whatnot and stuff, what does that open up to? That's bestiality right there. You know, that's bestiality right there. And then you got one brother and stuff. He put the post and stuff, and I forget where it's at and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Well, matter of fact, I ain't gonna say anything on it, but it has something to, but it does have something to do with stuff towards pedophilia and stuff, and that trouble's gonna come to parents and stuff who don't be down for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, showing that the P is not pansexual. You know what I'm saying? You know, the P is for pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it plus. Keep that secret. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that plus can be ETC, meaning etc. You see? You know, and this and that show and stuff, all it did was remind me of America and stuff because everything was being fucking allowed in that area. And then if it was other areas, you know what I'm saying, that they would go through or make jobs and it was a brothel around and stuff, it was still some more abominable things and stuff that they can have sexual intercourse with. And doesn't America and stuff line up with that? Look what they pushing to be allowed, man. You see? You know? It says, verse 3, it says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. The different philosophies, mixing and mingling, you know what I'm saying, with America's ways, the whore. It says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. You see, you know, and a lot of people and stuff, they love this shit, man. They love it. They still love it. It's waxing worse. More Satanism and stuff is being slowly being pushed onto the children and stuff, and they getting candy and they getting costumes and they drawing with the chalk and shit and stuff. Don't know what the fuck they drawing, and they think it's all cool and whatnot and stuff. And when and then shoot, let Satan and them demons and whatnot, and those imaginary friends with our demons, you know what I'm saying? Let them sit up here and start doing what them children want and whatnot and stuff. All them kids ain't gonna, it's gonna be too hard and stuff to pluck them off. You know what I'm saying? It's like giving a sucker to a baby and whatnot and stuff. You take that sucker from the baby and stuff, and it's still candy on it and stuff. They gonna do all that they can. They gonna chase. They gonna cry to whoever they need to go to and stuff, so they can get their sucker back and stuff. And that witchcraft is gonna be and stuff onto your children. And guess who they going for? The children. And guess what else? If with the transgenderism and if the children want to be down for it and stuff, and parents don't want to be down for it and stuff, you can get your children taken away. Because with the WHO, you know what I'm saying, the World Health Organization, they made it into they made it, from zero to it was, first it was 4 years, youngest 4 years old, but it was now is 0 years old and stuff, meaning that you gotta uh, uh when it's 0 years old and stuff, meaning where they just a couple of months. Pretty much what they're doing is that they saying that they should be exploited to this. They should be able to be aware of this and be able to practice it and whatnot and stuff and get taught it and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And with it being underneath the Health Organization with the with a old not an interview but conference that they had and whatnot and stuff. If you take that away and stuff, guess what? It's going to be considered a health threat since they placed it underneath that. It's going to be a health threat. You know what I'm saying? If you don't- it's not going to be considered as healthy if you don't teach your children that and stuff and expose your children to that and stuff. So if you are not showing that and stuff, and guess what? It's if you're not showing that and stuff, you're going to be an individual and stuff who's endangering the health of your child and stuff by not putting them on game with immoral bullshit. You see, you know, and all you people and stuff who love this place, you're gonna go down with this place. So all this video was edifying. I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Habak HaKadosh. Double honors to apostles of great millstone and salutations to your elect, which you go to be Shalom, well, Baba Ball, Kwam Yasharala.